All right, family. Black Power. Black Power is the truth hour with General Cyrus Seti. Kick back. Get your mind ready for some information that's guaranteed to be heavy. I'm excited and delighted to be accepting members to the Cyrus Seti YouTube page, a dynamic page. Y'all already know what it is. Black Power, Black Frequency. If you're feeling that frequency and energy, you should most definitely join. Link right down in the video description. It's in the chat. Click it. You get a video introduction rundown on the memberships, what they entail. You see one you like, you should most definitely join. Even if you don't, I appreciate your presence here at the Cyrus Seti YouTube page. Continue to engage, continue to advance. That's right, family. Ring the alarm. KingSeti.com, online marketplace, official General Cyrus Seti, DVD lectures, t-shirts, tank tops, hoodies, African and Kemetic jewelry, holistic tonics and remedies, home decor accessories for every room in the house. I got something for your family. I know you're going to like it and love it. You got 25% off the catalog 5. Get you something nice. Shop and save and shop. That's right. We pulled the fire alarm, generalseti.com, SETI University. We talking about over 2,500 flaming presentation videos, all the subject that you know and love from the general. Fire. Too Raw for YouTube, the Making of the White Man series, all debates, occult, alchemy, metaphysical. We got we said debates, all religions. That's right. Christianity, Judaism, Islam, Hinduism, theosophy. Man, we got it all. Ancient Egypt, Ethiopia, India, old Mecca. We got it all. Plus, we got the hand-picked lectures and documentaries from the experts, grandmaster teachers on every subject. There's not another website on the planet that can compare or compete. You should become a member today. Everybody knows SETI popping on Patreon. We got some fire today, family. We're going to be talking about, we're going to be on these fraternities exposing their ass in this upcoming election, the Alpha Kappa, Alpha Boule Illuminati. We're going to cut on off into them. We got them. That's right. We got them. And I want you to goddamn tune in. I don't want you to hesitate. We got them. And I know they're going to be like this nigga General Seti. And, but it's going to be true. I'm going to come with all the goddamn receipts. And I want you in the house. We got over 600 exclusive live streams on Patreon. And the most updated that you could get with the general. Hey, I know you want that. Become a patron today. King Seti on Rumble. You should subscribe because it's fire. All donations, the family that donated, I thank you. I appreciate the fact you appreciate me. Any of the family out there would like to donate to the hardworking general, link right there on the screen in the chat, in the video description. Click it. I thank you. And I appreciate you ahead of time. Make sure you subscribe to all my YouTube channels. King Seti, General Seti, Cyrus Seti. Rock that notification bell. Get a video a thumbs up. Like it because you love it. Share it with your family and friends. And comment. Just don't say nothing stupid because I will ban your ass. Here we go, family. Can we be foundational Black Americans and still be African? Because I see this argument out there today. You see, and I see the argument and the validity in it. You see, is half and half. You see what I'm saying? It's not complete at all. And we have to be complete when we make this move. You see, we got to be complete when we make this move. Nobody owns the tree. Okay. And that's what we got to tell. Nobody owns the tree. You can't let nobody run you out your house now. You don't let nobody run. You give them the house and you flee and you relinquish your legacy and your inheritance to the house. You don't do nothing like that. You see, you become an orphan. You become a historical orphan now at this time. No matter what you're arguing for, because you say you this and the reason why you this, you trying to get something and what you trying to get, we trying to get reparations. I'm not against that. I'm for that. Don't get. I've been for it. I have my view on whether you know, the powers to be will voluntarily give it over. I have a problem with that. You see, and the reason why it's been going on for damn near 400 years. We ain't got it yet. You see, so can't nobody be mad at me when I say that. You know, for 400 motherfucking years ain't happened yet. You know, and so it's not whether we deserve it. That's not the question. It's not whether it's ours. That's not the question. The question is he gonna voluntarily give it over. Now, if say for instance, let's throw it out there. Let's throw it out there. Hypothetically, we gonna cut ourselves off from our African lineage. What if he never give it to you? What are you getting out of, what are you losing on both ends? You losing on both ends. You losing on both ends because now you done severed yourself from your legacy and your heritage. And for a reason you say, because I have to identify myself, you understand, and identify myself as the one who is the true inheritor of this legacy over here. And I understand that. Nobody should be able to, you say, well, you got people that's coming over and they African Americans and this, that, and the third. And so what we gonna do is we gonna cut ourselves off because some people's come and they come over and they could easily, they can easily identify who been here and who ain't been here. Just because a motherfucker come over here and say they African American because they come from Africa, and you got motherfuckers down there and they say white people's in Africa, born in Africa, they African Americans. We know that's a usurpation of the damn legacy of Africa. You can't change it because you ain't got the balls to run them motherfuckers up out of Africa and clean up Africa. You see what I'm saying? So you gonna cut yourself off from your legacy over that? That don't make no goddamn sense. I understand what you're saying, but it could easily be, those, that have been here could easily be identified from some white man or who claimed to be. That's weak. I think that's really weak. Because first and foremost, even if a white man, he done stole the legacy. He done stole the legacy. So I mean, that right there can be dismissed damn near instantaneously. And then, when they come, even though Africans come over, they identify with what nation they come from. Nah, so that used to be an argument. Africans don't identify with Africa. They identify with what nation they come from or what ethnic background they come from. They don't just identify with Africans. So now when they come over here, we the ones, because we don't particularly know exactly what nation we come from. Yeah, we the ones that, use the term African American because we don't necessarily know. But most of the other Africans that come from a particular nation or a particular ethnic culture, they know who they are. They know who they are. So, for them, but this seems to be the argument, but that's a very dangerous thing that's happening because you say you doing it so that you can, I don't know, you trying to identify who really should be getting reparations here in America. That's understandable, but you ain't got to throw away your ancient legacies and heritage to do that. You don't have to do that. You see what I'm saying? So we understand that, and I don't, I use it because this is what the term that some people's is using. I'm, foundational Black American. That's what y'all want. You know what I'm saying? But what? That's not genetic, though. You see what I'm saying? I understand that as maybe a political, political nationalistic, in the sense that this is the land that this particular tribe of Africans, were This particular tribe was the major force in building this nation up. Okay, and that the other Africans didn't come over to damn near, you know what I'm saying, 1950s. They ain't really never had no major impact in America at all. It's not, they ain't never had, even the ones that come over. So they can't even really claim nothing up to the date. They can't even claim, and that's not, it's just to say what it is. Anybody that would try to come over here and try to usurp and think they could get on, yeah, they scum. That would be a scum move. You see what I'm saying? Because you know good and goddamn well, you ain't had no impact over here, even up into the date of August 23rd, 2024. Have not had no impact at all. Period. Under no circumstance. That's not a diss. That's just saying what it is. Don't take that as a diss. It is what it is. So I mean, I don't know why people would have to flee from their heritage from, you can easily identify and check that immediately. You see, they just start really letting a few Africans in here and there. You're letting a few Africans in here and there, but not really. And so, when we start talking about, really identifying the hard work, it's too easy to show it's us. When I say us, when you see Africans, if you say foundational, and from the very beginning of this nation, whose ancestors been over here since slavery, and we understand, and before, we know that too. Okay, we know that too. And so we want to, but we gonna be particular, so we know exactly who we talking about. We know exactly who we talking about, who ancestors was on these plantations, who lineage been passed down from generation, however many generations we've been over here. That's us. So that's not hard to identify. And we still know that we came from Africa at the same time. We can't lose our genetics. That's a political identity. You know what I'm saying? A nationalistic identity, but racially we still Africans. You know what I'm saying? Can't get that up, because you can see in us that a lot of that legacy from the great African empires, we are the manifestation of that today. You see, we are the ones that are the greatest expression of a lot of what you see, and it's real. That's true. And though there's, that don't mean there's no other greatness or in the African world. It is. But when you talking about arts and sciences, you talking about across the board. You see what I'm saying? When you're talking about across the board, we have a majority percentage in damn near every art, every science. You know what I'm saying? We got our hands and we push the envelope. You see what I'm saying? Most of what they talking about, they adopted from us. There ain't no goddamn doubt about it. You see what I'm saying? Like I said, when you talk about black music and when you talk about black music in America, man, we didn't created damn near 15 international music genres. It's serious, international. We're not just talking about some people music. That shit don't break outside of their national confines. You see what I'm saying? It don't break out of their national confines. But that's right. It is ours by birth, but we still African. Yeah, nobody said it wasn't ours. It is ours. But we still African. What does that mean? We still African. Yeah. Yeah. You can't I mean, that's yeah. Yeah, it is ours by birthright. That's true. But we still African. Yeah. It's still African, man. Your gene, you know, who you are, who we are. Yeah, they can do that. They can do that. A lot of them, they can do that because they know what time it is. You know, they know that we waking up and they understand that, you know, just because you got to understand. Let me tell y'all something. And a lot of people don't understand this. Let me tell y'all something. Yeah, it is ours by birthright. But look at this. Yeah, look at this. All the Africans that were enslaved. We're not saying every African over here come from slavery. You see what I'm saying? That is obvious that our peoples was over here before slavery. But a great number came over here on the slave boat also. You see, so it ain't, you know, so not all can, but you know what my point was. Yeah. And so a lot of those Africans that came over on the slave boat, they own land on the other side. You see, they own land in Africa. These wasn't just a lot of these were elite Africans. These wasn't just little bodies. These was big peoples. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Do you know? Yeah. These was elite Africans that came. And so when they were kidnapped, you see, from Africa, their land, their wealth, their inheritance, your inheritance go to your descendants. You see what I'm saying? Not just anybody. They go directly to your descendants. The hard work you put in right now, you expect your babies. You expect your grandbabies and your great grandbabies to be the direct inheritors of your legacy. So those Africans that were kidnapped by the millions and brought over here, a lot of them owned land. A lot of them had wealth. You see what I'm saying? And it was illegally confiscated. You see, and it was divvied up between thieves, European and African. You see? And so not only do they owe us, because the thing is, if you say we are owed reparations, it didn't start the day of the goddamn when we came on the plantation. It started the very first day our peoples was illegally confiscated. So you got more than one claim. You see, you got more than one claim because you had Africans that was already over here. Their land was taken. You see, and see, we got to quit thinking that Africans over there and the Africans over here. I'm tired of y'all coming up with some bullshit. You're not gonna have two black woolly head niggas all we know what black is. Okay, we know what it is. Okay, I didn't been to Africa. I didn't seen with my own eyes. Yeah, it's all type of African, but they indigenous to that one landmass. You don't know of them, no other place. So they all, whatever the pot, put out, it come out of one pot, Africa. Okay, it come out of one pot. So just let's be clear about that. And so, yeah, it's a variation within the African. It's, even in my own family, you got dark, you got brown, you got red, you got yellow, you got all goddamn kind of within the immediate goddamn family. We got to quit acting like we don't see that in Africa too. You see what I'm saying? So stop the bullshit. Y'all motherfuckers acting like y'all growing up out the earth, nigga, no connection to nothing. Stop it. You see, stop that dumb shit. Okay, we connected. So you had Africans that was already over here. They was already over here. The European came over here, took their land. Okay, they got a right. They got a claim to reparations. Then you had Africans who was kidnapped, and brought over to the Americas, and they land was illegally seized over in Africa. And Africa owed those the descendants of those Africans that were enslaved. They owed our people over here reparations. Yes, they do. What happened to the land and the wealth that was confiscated from them Africans that were brought over here? What happened to the land? What happened to the wealth? What happened to their inheritance? Because it go to their descendants. It don't go to the people that own it today. You see? Say Africa wouldn't lay Hetty join their union. That's all right. 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 So, Seti, how much do you think every black person should get for reparations in America? That's a hard question. You see? That's a hard question because it's not all money. It got to be land. Key. You see what I'm saying? It got to be land. Uh-oh. Yeah. Okay, I thought it had froze up. Yeah, that's a big question. Cause it got to be some land involved in that. And it got to be where, you know what I'm saying, where our peoples can build and it can't be partialed off. You know what I'm saying? The land, so and cause money don't mean shit. Cause motherfucking nations fall down and they motherfucking money don't mean shit. We got to be able to build, we got to be able to hand something down that's real to our people. So, a vast number of what we call reparations. Yes, we need money today in order to build on that land. But it got to be, it got to be a substantial amount of land, involved in that. You see, it got to be autonomy. You see, political autonomy, where, it's, because it got to be some form of a separation. You know what I'm saying? Because the shit that we asking for, we can't have it where they can come back and take our shit. You know what I'm saying? It should be a way where that land and it cannot be sold again. You know what I'm saying? It got to be a certain amount. And I know everybody gonna want because niggas is gonna, but it got to be a way where we get some land and that land is for the people, and that it could never leave, the possession of the people and shit. So we don't, because we have to look. Even though we believe in this Pan-Africanism, this global African supremacy, it don't look like it's gonna pop off right at this time. It just don't look like it. And so we can't be looking to go and beg another motherfucker for nothing. We can't. So at the end of the day, we got to have somewhere, and this is what Marcus Garvey said. This is what even Malcolm X and all the great leaders, and we got to have some independence of land. We got to have some independence of land. So that's a very hard question. And then just the fact, how do you add up genocide? You know what I'm saying? How do you add up genocide? But at the end of the day, it should be able, it should be enough for us to establish cities and states. You see, fully developed in infrastructure. You see what I'm saying? It should be enough for our people to get started to plant any and every kind of food that it is to eat. You see what I'm saying? We should have, enough, access to all of it, that when we get started and we get it rolling, that we could continue to feed our people as a nation. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it should be in land, it should be in cattle, it should be in food. We should have access to water where we can get fish, we can get water. You see what I'm saying? Certain, aspects of territory with rivers and that has some outlet into the oceans and shit and this, that, and the third. We need certain aspects beyond money. You see, I'm just talking about that. You see, the land, the cattle, whatever food that we want to eat, we need, because you got motherfuckers out here got tens of thousands and shit of cattle. So we need to be able to breed, enough to feed our people, to get a nation started, whatever it is, whether it's chickens, whatever it is. Fish, we need enough water with fish in it. You see, we need rivers, we need lakes on the land that we get. So we could fish. We need enough land that got wood on it. You understand what I'm saying? If we want to build houses and shit, we need timber. So a lot of the land that we get, it needs to be trees on it so we can cut this down. But of course, we need tools. We need all this. We need machinery. But see, that's where the shit gets sticky. Because when they give it to you, unless you engineering and you building and, building your own machines and building your own tools, you begging. You understand what I'm keeping, when your shit break down and shit, we and shit. Yeah. And of course we do need a military. That's right. But again, motherfucker gonna give you some guns and shit and this, that, and the third. That's why some of this shit at the end of the day, it's upon us to learn a lot of this, because a motherfucker just ain't gonna do everything for you. He ain't gonna give you no motherfucking guns. You need a military, but you need to start engineering your own weaponry. I mean, we need a motherfucker that's gonna engineer the first, and it may be that it's already happened. The first automatic rifle that's been designed and engineered by African American. The first automatic handgun that's been created and manufactured by African American. The first, we need this shit. The shit that you need, you got to understand certain people ain't gonna want to give it to you. Yeah, say they disrespectful. Yeah, well, they are. Some of them are. And I'll agree with you. I agree with you, but you still have to keep a bridge over. It's not everybody. You see, you still keep a bridge over. You ain't got to be, but keep a bridge. You see, and you demand respect. And if a motherfucker come across the bridge, then he know where you and him stand. It's about respect. Yeah, 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 yeah. That's all it is. What is your, that's what it come with. That's what it come with. It come with respect. You know, and it come, and if they want to come across the bridge and show, and it go both ways. It go both ways. It's about respect. And if they want to come this way and they respect, they can come. We got love. We got love for family that respect us. Motherfuckers don't respect us, you can't come across the bridge. That's with anybody. That's with anybody. You know what I'm saying? That's with anybody on this planet. That's what they gonna do. You see? And so so we need all of that. So our reparations is in land, is in cattle, it's in certain aspects of land, with water, with rivers, with timber. You see what I'm saying? We need, we need to be able to get some oil if we want some damn oil. If we want to, or we very well may not want oil. Shit, we might want to run our nation on solar energy, wind energy, whatever decisions we make. We can't just be about no goddamn dollar. You know what I'm saying? We got to be able to ultimately sustain ourselves. If the motherfucking economy drop, the dollar drop, that shit ain't worth nothing. You see what I'm saying? You be sitting in there and you ain't got no land, you ain't got no food, you ain't got no cattle, you ain't got no water, you ain't got no timber to build. You need all of that to sustain a nation. So what motherfuckers need to do, and I will do that. You got to see the major commodities that most nations deal with in order to sustain itself. And when motherfuckers go over that, see, niggas just want to live in the white man world. That's all. That's the reality of that. That's all they want to do. They want to live in, they don't see having none outside of that. So money is enough. You see? Let me see. I'm back in. They tried to, yeah. I'm back. I'm black. I'm black, family. Appreciate y'all for being in. But that's what I'm saying. And we, and I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna rap with you. I'm gonna rap with you. And like I say, to all the family out there, we ain't caring. We understand when motherfuckers being disrespectful, and you got the right to dig in their chest. That's real. But keep a bridge open because we are global people. No, make it, and you cannot cut yourself off from the world. You still got to be a global people. Okay. And you just got to set up some rules and regulations, which black people have not set up since they've been here. It's been those that have tried. We had teachers that didn't try, but a majority of the people just live. They just live without any structure and shit. And so if we live with structure, they wouldn't even have come over here like that, because they wouldn't know they was coming up against a dominant culture that just didn't allow for that. But because we so loose in having rules and regulations as our own black nation of respect, then people come over here and then they think that they could just walk over us. That's what they think. But that's changing now because we are starting to build structure. But we must leave a bridge open for those that want to come over the bridge and understand that it come with a price. And if they can pay that price and be respectful of us and knowing that this is our legacy here, and if they come over and they respect that and they want to build with us, I don't have no problem with that, because we want to go to Africa and we want that same bridge. And if we get over there and everybody ain't gonna treat you right, they ain't gonna treat you right here. You understand? I had Africans that continental Africans that treated me because I carried myself like, I don't, that's how I carry myself. I don't need you. You see, I don't need you to do shit. I can do it. If I offer my hand in brotherhood, but as soon as I done flexed on the whole lot. And it was many that didn't do that. And I had, it was respect. You see, you see what I'm saying? It was respect. So I deal with a motherfucker on the individual level. You come, I can serve you on I can serve you on a platter or a garbage can lid, however you want it. You see, you want it on the platter, I serve you with a platter. You want it on the garbage can lid, I serve it on the garbage can lid. You come with garbage can lid. You come with respect. You know what I'm saying? You get to talking all that crazy shit about Black America, then I'm gonna deal with you. If you come with brother and you got a brotherly spirit, a sisterly spirit, then we good. That should be international. Okay. All right, family. This is General Sarasun Seti. I thank you for being here. We continuing on today. Arm yourself with knowledge. Bang on that wicked ass beast. I want you to hit up some of them links and support the general. We got some fire on Patreon today. If you're not on there, you should be on there. Come and check out the page and, man, look at that fire. Arm yourself with knowledge. Bang on that wicked ass beast daily. Liberation through African education and confrontation. Seti, do you know Dr. Africana? No, I don't. And I'll look it up just to see who you're talking about. All right. Black Power.